So here's the story about the JPT. The JPT is the Japanese proficiency test. It's a test for foreigners living in Japan to grade their Japanese listening and reading ability. Okay, I took it 3 years ago, and it's been given in Tokyo. Actually, it's given all around Japan. It's given in Tokyo once a month. And 3 years ago, I went there and took the test. And I got a score of 590, which is an N2 level. Okay? N1 level is the top, is the highest. And I went again last month just to see if I can get to the N1 level. And at home, a week before 3 weeks before the test was given, I registered through my smartphone, which actually Miwako did. I was watching her, she did that. And then I went to the site. It was a Sunday morning. They're always given on Sundays. I left early. I got on the train about 7:15. I wanted to make sure I got a seat, which I did. And I rode all the way to Ueno, changed trains, and went to the site, which changed trains to the Yamanote line. And the site was in a place called Tamachi. When I got there, it was the same place as the last time I was there, but I didn't remember exactly where it was. I was looking around for other people who would be going to the test. The sign-in time starts at 8:30, finishes at 9:30, and it was now just before 8. I didn't see anybody, so I was a little bit concerned. So I went up on the walkway over the Route 15 to the other side, and I checked it on. And then I saw a group of people walking. They had their smartphones in front of them, and they're all following their smartphones as they're walking straight. And they were all Asian, maybe Indonesian or Filipinos or something like that. But they weren't Japanese. So I asked one lady in the end of the line walking, I said, "Are you going to the test?" And she said, "Yes." So I followed them, got to the test site, checked in, which was interesting because I didn't know how to check in. The guy said, "Give me your phone." He took my phone. He scrolled through it and found out where we registered, where Miwako registered me. And he said, "Here, you're in." So I went in the room. I go in there and take the test. To make a long story short, it's 50 minutes and then 1 hour. No, 45 minutes and 50 minutes. 50 minutes is the listening, I believe, and 45 minutes is the writing. Took the test, and I'm expecting to get this really high score because I have been studying very hard recently, watching a lot of news, Japanese news, and some TV programs, and watching some cartoons in Japanese, and reading. I've been doing a lot of reading in Japanese, studying. And when the test was finished, before the test was finished, as I was taking the test, I was writing my answers. It was the listening part. And I was writing my answers on the question sheet and then transferring them to the answer sheet, as I wouldn't have to waste time looking for the place on the answer sheet and coming back to the question sheet. So the woman came along. She said, "Hey, you can't do that." I said, "Oh, sorry." So then the time was up. They said, "You got 10 more minutes." And there's 100 questions, and I was on number 70. So what I did was marked 80 through 100 as quickly as possible, any old number. And then I went back to 71 and finished at 80. And then the test was finished. And from there I went to Ueno Zoo. Well, the results came a week ago. And unfortunately, I didn't get to the top level, which is the N1 level. As a matter of fact, as it turns out, I was one correct answer away from N1. I had a score of, 330 and 315, which is 615. 660 is the passing, is a score needed to get to the N1 level. And every question is worth 15 points. So I had 330 in the reading and 315 in the listening. I got 645, one answer short. And the truth is, I'll never take that test again, so I'll never get the highest score. And that's the end of the story. Thank you for listening.